A human being does not learn the meaning of responsibility through words.
It is not learned from rules or advice. It begins only when you become responsible for another life.
A life that does not resemble you. A life that cannot explain its fear and cannot ask for mercy when you make a mistake. Yet every decision you make affects it. That is when a person understands that harm does not always require bad intentions, and that mistakes are not always loud or visible. When this eagle entered my life, I did not think this way. I thought in very simple terms. How do I make it get used to me? How do I make it stay steady on my arm? How do I succeed? I believe that relationships are built through strength, experience, and repetition. And that time alone would make everything easier. I did not see the eagle as a partner in a relationship, but as part of a process that needed to work. At the beginning, I watched every movement, every wing twitch, every attempt to pull away. I interpreted its tension as something normal, something that would disappear with time. I told myself this was expected, that persistence would fix everything. I never asked whether this persistence served the eagle or only served me. That day, the conditions were harsh. The wind was strong, the cold was heavy, and I was exhausted physically and mentally. The eagle was more restless than usual, moving constantly, unable to settle on my arm. All the signs were clear. This was not a good day. The right decision was to stop, to end the day and return another time. I knew that, but I ignored it. I wanted to finish what I had started. I wanted the result. I told myself just a little more, just until it calms down. This was not about courage or patience. It was about urgency, about forcing my rhythm onto a moment that could not handle pressure. In that moment, I tightened the strap more than I should have. I held my arm firmer to stop the movement, not out of cruelty, but out of control. I wanted the moment to settle by force instead of waiting for it. The eagle became still, but this stillness was not natural. It did not fall. It did not scream. There was no visible injury. But its body changed. Its posture changed. The weight on my arm felt different. That was when I understood something deeply uncomfortable. I had achieved what I wanted, but at the cost of the relationship. That day taught me a lesson I had never learned before. Harm is not always dramatic. Sometimes a person succeeds, but the success itself causes damage. The Quran does not describe injustice only as a loud, obvious act. It describes it as a condition. When a person places desire above responsibility, and that day I placed my comfort and urgency above the trust placed in my hands, after that moment, everything changed. I stopped chasing speed. If the eagle was tense, I stopped. If the conditions were harsh, I ended the day. Even if it cost me time, opportunity, or a beautiful image. I learned that relationships are not built through force, but through the ability to step back at the moment you could continue. Responsibility is not about never making mistakes, but about recognizing them and choosing a different path afterward.
When Abdul Rahman Mansour came to film this story, he did not ask me to appear strong or heroic.
He was interested in this moment, the small mistake no one sees, but that changes everything. The camera was not there to beautify the relationship between me and the eagle. It was there to witness it as it is, a relationship that is never guaranteed and that depends every day on decisions that seem simple but are decisive. At the end of the day, I leave the eagle outside and I enter the tent alone. Outside, the responsibility remains alive. Inside, there is only the human being with what he has learned. I show you these awards now. These are the ones I received over the years. People like this part, they like to see a clear result. They like proof of success. These awards say that I arrived